Every family passes down something. Books, photographs, jewelry, those 18th century salt and pepper shakers in the cupboard upstairs. But I believe that I got the best deal. My family passed on something different, something special. Pancakes. Welcome, honorable judges and fellow Field to Fork Challenge participants. My name is Sophie, and I'm a member of the Saanich Fort Lamb Club here on Vancouver Island. Today, I'm going to show you how to make my family crepes with my favorite whipped cream and berry topping, all made with local BC ingredients. I chose this recipe because I've known how to make it my whole life, and I feel like it's a great recipe for all ages and talents. The ingredients you'll need for making the crepes are 2 large BC eggs, 1 tablespoon of BC canola oil, 1.5 cups of BC milk, and 1 cup of BC flour. For the toppings, you will need 1 cup of BC strawberries, 1 cup of BC blueberries, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of BC whipping cream, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. The supplies you will need are 2 mixing bowls, a whisk, a spatula, a serving spoon, serving plates, a shallow frying pan, measuring spoons, and measuring cups. Before you eat, before you do really anything, wash your hands. And if you have long hair, tie it back. The first ingredient you'll need is eggs. Take 2 eggs and beat them together in your first large mixing bowl. Did you know that 80% of BC registered egg farmers are located in the Lower Mainland and Fraser Valley? BC egg farmers raise 3.1 million hens. The result is 984 million eggs in BC every year. It's incredible. Once your eggs are fully mixed and are all the same color, then slowly add half a cup of flour. Stir as you go to prevent lumps from forming. Did you know that Rogers flour is actually a BC product with mills in Armstrong and Chilliwack, BC? Once you have mixed that together, it's time to add milk. Add your 1.5 cups of milk and your remaining half a cup of flour alternately to make sure that the batter stays unlumpy and each ingredient gets fully added. BC has some of the highest quality standards for milk production, transport, and processing found anywhere in the world. Extensive quality checks and testing unique to the dairy industry ensure that BC consumers always get healthy, nutritious dairy products. What you should end up with is a partially liquidy batter, and it should slowly drizzle off of your whisk. Now it's time to start cooking. So, at the stove, first you want to turn on the heat. And you want to set the temperature, or the flames, depending on what kind of stovetop you have, to medium low. We want these crepes to cook nice and slowly. So then you want to take, what I like to do is take the smallest spoon on your measuring spoon, dip it in your canola oil, and that's how I like to spread out my canola oil. Then take your spatula and continue to spread it around the plate. We are going to use 1/4 cup of batter on each pancake. Great. So pour it into the center and then move it from side to side so that you can spread out your batter and you have a nice and flat crepe. While cooking, you want to always have your hair back and you want to keep your eyes on the stove. You don't want anything burning. It's nice if you have something that provides light to the stove while you're working so that you can see everything and there are no hazards. You'll know when it's fully cooked or cooked enough to flip when the edges start to curl up from the pan or turn brownish. And the top should be fully cooked. You can test by trying to slide your spatula underneath. But don't only do it in one spot, because that spot will be less cooked than the rest of the crepe. If your spatula gets stuck, what you do is you flip your spatula up so that it can easily slide out without damaging the crepe. Flip your crepe quickly and then let it continue to cook on the other side. If you feel like the first side is undercooked, you can always flip it back over. You want to move the crepe around slightly so that it doesn't ever get stuck to the pan once it is flipped. What I like to do is have an empty plate beside, so I have somewhere quick and easy to put my crepes. Proceed to do the rest of the crepes in the same fashion. Now that we've finished cooking our delicious crepes, it's time to make the toppings. Take your second mixing bowl and in it combine your 1 cup of BC whipping cream, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and your 2 tablespoons of sugar. And with a clean whisk it together. I got my whipping cream from Island Farms, which is a dairy farm cooperative, which gets all of their milk and dairy products from BC farmers, and especially farmers on Vancouver Island, and supports those farmers. Now we have reached our soft peak stage. You can test this by taking your whisk and dipping it in and out of your whipping cream. See, it's still soft because it can still slosh around a bit in the bowl, but I personally wouldn't go any firmer than this, but it's all about preference. Some people like it really stiff, some people like it really soft. It all depends on what you're going to do with it. But I'm going to stop here and start to put everything together. So, we have our freshly cooked pancake. I'm going to start with our serving spoon by taking a clump of your fresh whipped cream and putting it down the center of your pancake. Add some of your fresh blueberries and strawberries. Then, what you're going to do is you're going to fold the pancake over like a wrap and put more whipped cream on top, as well as some strawberries and some very nutritious blueberries. I got my berries from Goban Farms, which is local to my home here in Sandwich. Did you know that blueberries are extremely nutritious, and they're also packed full of antioxidants, which are really good for you? So, ta-da! To summarize this recipe, for your crepes, you want to mix together eggs, milk, and flour. Use canola oil on your pan when you're cooking to prevent it from sticking. For your toppings, for whipping cream, you're mixing together whipping cream, vanilla extract, and sugar. Add with fresh BC berries and enjoy. I hope that now you guys, everyone there, will be able to make amazing crepes. And remember, always, have fun!